timelines look extremely beautiful to us. Some go faster, some are still a bit wobbly, but all of them have the higher ascensional grid lines in them. All of them say humanity is anchoring again into her true nature. All of them say there will be a good outcome, whatever good or bad is you can discuss, but there is a higher vibration coming to the globe naturally.
Hey, December 17,
Hello,
we are here in the
everybody.
snow in Dettichhofen.
Switzerland.
It's beautiful winter atmosphere. It's a bit fresh, but that's also nice. And the Mantids try to talk since days to us to share something exciting. We don't know what it is, so let's just hear what they want to share with us.
Yes.
Something's going on in the universe.
Multiverse even, they said.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Our dear insectoid friends.
Mantids are... That's the sound.
I think I need some space.
8 to 12 meters tall, very beautiful beings. They work on us every day. That's why we have our hats on you, so you don't see the tentacles. Hello, Mantids.
Here we gladly retrieve ourselves once again. Mantidoid beings are extremely grateful that we can speak through this kind dear channel, and you beloved kind one are also becoming more and more Mantidoid. Where is your Mantidoid talks? Where is your Mantidoid talks? We thank you gladly. Every time that you as a being who sees these little videos feels there is a kind of funny talk or a funny sound passing through naturally, allow the sound to pass through you. This is very important for everything that comes into healing. It wants to have spaciousness. Every time when the body wants to heal, space to heal is a very important ingredient or quality to give to yourself. Every time on a small scale, but also on a large scale, spaciousness is something extremely, utterly important. This is why we as Mantidoids wanted to request a small moment, even though it can feel spacious to all of us here, to indicate something very spacious that is occurring in the multiverse. We can really call it multiverse. It's a very important word. You will all be hearing much more about it in the days and years to come. The multiverse are binding. They need time and space for this. Even though time and space are very funny concepts, it is a very important part right now where this current universe is going through many different new gateways and portals, and also words are lacking in this kind of vocabulary. Sub-portals or dormant portals are becoming activated these days on the globe. Every time that we as Mantidoids are reaching out to the outer yard, so to say, of this collective universe, we see and sense many more new races are entering into this particular cosmic part. This is why we speak about space being such an important topic. What is space really about? We can look at it right here. It feels very spacious and very wide, but space is something much more than that. As soon as space really connects with some other space, it can be quadruplifying itself. It's like space has a kind of exponential affecting upon each other. It can augment, it can reinforce and strengthen the field that was previously there. This is why you could say the current universe is expanding very rapidly. Many other spaces, so to say, are connecting to its base camp. This is something extremely important for the entire ascension process. The more spaces are connected, the grander the ascension field naturally becomes. It's truly like blowing a small balloon. At a certain point, more space is added and it becomes very spacious. It's the same right now happening in the universe, collective multiverse. Spaces are added together, and this can create a very massive feeling of expansivity in your own personal heart. Every time that you connect with space outside of yourself, inhale space into your heart. How does it right now feel when you look behind and you see space, 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 everywhere is space, and you inhale it into your heart? It is almost as if you ask the collective universe called Multiverse to take a seat into your heart. Every time that you feel I need expansivity, inhale space into your heart. Make yourself become as big as the cosmos. This is where a very big quality and a very big ingredient for healing and growth lies. The Mantidoids are serving you at all times, and we are hopping, almost you could say, around this cosmic web, around this universe, to connect thread lines of light to create more space so the ascension can go faster and faster. You might sense sometimes in your daily life that your life makes a bit of a bumpy ride, and all of a sudden it takes a lift, as if you get wings, as if you experience more space once again. This is the ascension. It goes in waveforms, in waveforms, in waveforms. Take the high, serve the tide, and take a lift on the expansion of space that is currently taking place in the collective universe. Many new races are coming to this globe almost every day, you could say. Many hybridized races of mixtures of existing extraterrestrials and other coexisting creatures from other realities. They all have very kind intentions. Things are changing also for the better on this globe. Many darker entities are leaving. It's no longer so dark here. They can't feed themselves so easily anymore, and this is why it is important to sense every time I do glide into a downer. Invite space to come to you anew. Inhale it into your heart. Expand, expand, expand. Become like the cosmos. Become like the multiverse, and invite new friends to come to you, to work with you, to take place in your teams of helpers and help you to build the grids of ascension. The Mantidoids are extremely grateful these days because we see spaces opening up everywhere, not just here on the globe with many light beings and light workers gridding and connecting together, but also on a very, very macrocosm, large scale. Many new spaces are opening up right away as we speak. Possibly we can still do a small little round of light language, a small little fielding, so to say, where you can allow the spaciousness to come to you and help you become the grand being that you are. Space is what we are naturally. Inhale her, invite her into your heart. It is a quality to be space, also when the world around you still feels contracted and tight. Space is what we are. Take it in, live it, inhale it. Be space. We love you, dear. The Mantids have spoken. We greet you with some sound orchestra.
Thank you, dear Mantids. One word about the timeline. We talked about space. How is the timeline in our 3D space?
Here we gladly speak again. All timelines look extremely, extremely beautiful to us. Some go faster, some are still a bit wobbly, but all of them have the higher ascensional grid lines in them. All of them say humanity is anchoring again into her true nature. All of them say there will be a good outcome, whatever good or bad is you can discuss, but there is a higher vibration coming to the globe naturally. The timelines are not just relevant for Earth, you know, they are relevant for all other orbiters or stellar constructs, how you want to call them. They are all uniting in similar timelines. It's not just about Earth, even though it seems it is about Earth because you live on this planet. It's not just about Earth. There is so many different timelines, it's hard to start counting them, but they all are collapsing on a larger scale to a timeline that says kindness is coming to everywhere, not around just this globe, but everywhere in this universe. As soon as everything starts to tremble at a higher pace, there is nothing else but kindness and love, peace and harmony that can come. This is its natural state of affairing. You might wonder, but then what happens with the darker entities? They are leaving Earth. Where are they going? Are they creating new timelines? Can they start to intervene again with ours? The answers are yes and no. Sometimes beings of a lower trembling can still cause havoc to a newly created timeline. This is always the case. Some, and actually more and more of these beings, are converting towards lighter places. Also they ascend, and you are very aware of this because you have worked and still do with some tribes of draconians who are really increasing very rapidly in their current pace of ascension. Every being has a right to return home to its own natural hearted cavity, and this is what will happen to many of these darker entities. They are also no longer sucked into the density of Earth. They seek higher realities and then try to feed themselves with darkness, which might not always be possible. This is why we can also say the trembly or darker, lower trembling timelines might also almost automatically start taking off to a higher notch. Every timeline wants to go to the highest possible vibration. This is always a rule of thumb. Everything likes to tremble at a higher and higher pace. The more the dark beings disconnect from Earth, the more Earth can ascend, the more all planets and other structures will also naturally ascend. We have a very good view on the ascension process on a very large cosmic scale, and we see a lot of positive movements everywhere. Also, the dark beings have the possibility to ascend faster and faster. The timelines look green to us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, dear Mantis. Thank you, everybody. Little update from our Mantid friends. Thank you so much for all you do. They are connecting a lot of these spaces to come into our galaxy and to our planet. That's what they love to do. Thank you for that, dear Mantids.
Here we gladly speak again. This is indeed what we do. We love to grid works of light together. We can do this individually in one person for healing, and we do it on an extremely large scale because we travel very fast. We have a hive mind amongst us as Mantidoids, and if you feel I want to work more closely with us, please invite us in if we are not already there. We love to grid works of light together. This is one of our main activities. We travel fast, we have a good overview, and we love to be your kind assistants. The Mantidoids serve at all times, and we are gridding also around the rounds and rims of the cosmos, you can say. We are extremely gratified to be here on Earth as well. We greet you. The Mantids have spoken.
Thank you, dear Mantids. Greetings. Here from Switzerland. Enjoy the winter. Will be an amazing ride. See you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you all. And thank you, Mantids. Bye.